$10 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
I grew up always dreaming and wanting to create things.
I see something and I see that we can make it better.
One day, the light bulb just went off. Nobody has this. They're waiting for me to invent it.
Next thing you know, you're on HSN and the whole world's hearing about it.
It just sold out.
Congratulations.
Oh my God.
HSN celebrates the dreamers, inventors, and entrepreneurs who follow their hearts, helping American dreams come true.
Being here today proves anything is possible.
You're watching HSN, and my name is Tamara Hooks. You know Mike Mezak. He is our numismatist, and always fun to have him here. We've got him for 2 hours this morning. So we're gonna have a really great show.
That's a little unusual.
It is, especially around this time. So I do recognize a lot of you are still on the phone shopping for the Today Special, but hang in with us because we've got some really great items. Some you haven't seen in a couple years. Some are brand new. Take a look at this. First time we've seen this in almost a year, October of last year.
That's how long it took me to get them.
Really?
Yeah, well, this is 1986. This was from 1986.
Yeah.
It's the 100th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty. So 1986 is 30 plus years ago. This is the Statue of Liberty. This is silver, as you can see right here. This is the silver dollar commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty. We sometimes sell the silver dollar. We sometimes sell the big reverse proof. What we never sell is the two-piece set.
Nice.
We literally buy these 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 at a time until we have enough to sell. I think I got about 100 or so, 150 of these to go around. As you can see, United States Mint, 1886, 1986. This is a 100% original government packaging. So there is the velour box. It comes in this, as you can see, United States Liberty coins. How great is that? With the original certificates of authenticity that's in there. The entire thing all in the original OGP. It tells you everything about the silver dollar, which is pure silver, okay? That you're gonna have. There's signed by the Mint Director at the time, Donna Pope. There's all the specifications. The entire thing goes right in there just like that. And it's just truly a spectacular set to be able to get these at what amounts to original government issue pricing from 1986.
I mean, think about it. It's $49.95. You've got 2 flex pay on this, and you're getting both the silver dollar coin and the clad $half coin.
Right. And so what you have is this is Ellis Island. So if you look at this, there's the Statue of Liberty right there. Flip that over, and there you go. That's the inscription on the Statue of Liberty. $1, as you can see, in silver. So this is a silver dollar from 1986, and this is the proof piece. They also did this in uncirculated. The proof is significantly more desirable. The $half, I've often sold this coin, the $half, for $49.95. And there you can see Ellis Island looking back at New York is what you're doing right here. From Ellis Island itself, and there's some immigrants at Ellis Island. Isn't that truly spectacular with the Statue of Liberty there in New York Harbor? And so you have both the $half and the dollar in the original government packaging. Like I said, the first time back since, what was it, last October?
Last October, yeah.
That's what it is. Because what we do is, so when they did these, and people always ask me, so how do you get these? Well, what happens is it's a long chain. So someone bought this probably in 1986, bought 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 because it was a big deal, and they put it in their safety deposit box, okay? And then at some point they either decide to sell them, or their children decide to sell them, or their grandchildren decide to sell them, whatever that is. And so they go to, in essence, some smaller coin dealer who buys them, buys 1 piece or 2 piece or 3 pieces. Then they go to somebody else, and they go to somebody else, and then some guy says, I have 20. We go to a coin show, and we have 10 here and 5 there, and finally, we have this huge warehouse of coins, our warehouse, and finally we go, okay, ding, 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 we have 150 pieces. Okay. And sometimes that is a year, sometimes it's 3 months, sometimes it's whatever date is. The one thing I can tell you, I don't know that I've ever really had an extended presentation of this in prime time. Right. Because in prime time, obviously, we would need 300 or 400 or 500 or 600 pieces, and we just can't get those that are nice, clean coins. So for instance, then we get 10 sets. We may reject 6 or 7 sets. Okay, these are tarnished. Let's say the silver dollars are tarnished. And you have to understand, these are not reprinted or restruck or redone in any way, shape, or form. These are 100%. These are 100% original. They're proof just like that. So as you can see, we were able to put together 300 plus. And look how fast these are going. Those are going down by 2s and 4s. And the reason is they just simply are never available. And that's the proof dollar. They did it in uncirculated as well. But the uncirculated coins were not as popular. So the proof coins are the ones that everybody wants. And so like I said, these are over 30 plus years old. They've been sold out for 30 plus years that you're going to have. And we have it in the original government packaging. It wasn't that long ago that this set melted for $49.95. And sadly, in all honesty, a lot of these coins were melted. And so you have 1986, the 100th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty, kind of that uniquely American symbol of what we have. Customer pick. And like I said, so if it was a customer pick and they were easy to get, we'd run them every 2 weeks or every month. But it takes us literally all this time. It takes us months and months and months and months to be able to put these together, to be able to get this, because you're going to get, this isn't my packaging. This was the original packaging that these coins came in 1986. Remember, this is silver, and then the clad $half, they did a set of just this. They didn't do the $half by itself. They did the big prestige proof set. What you don't see is the 2-coin set with the United States Mint seal. Like I said, this beautiful kind of velour box that you're going to have that's all 100% original. Plus, you're going to get the original exterior packaging. You get the silver dollar. You get the $half with that. Both coins, only $49.95, only $49.95. I would pick multiples of these up. Who knows when's the next time I'm going to be able to sell these. That's for sure, and we've got them now. If this maybe this might be the beginning of a collection that you're building for someone, it would be a really great starter collection. 389062 is the number to get those home. Now, these are just some things that we've got coming up, and we've got the Palladium Eagle. It is a first day of issue. It's very limited edition, as you can see. This is a proof 70. It's a $25 coin. Mike has presented this in the past, and it has been enormously popular. We're just giving you a quick look. We will have a full presentation coming up in just a few moments, but keep your eye on that, because that is going to be a big last week, and I'll go through the whole thing, okay? Last week, we sold out the coins we had available. We had the limited edition. We were having trouble getting coins. I'll explain that. I've finally been able to fill the edition. We paid significantly more for the coins. I held our price. I have the last of our first day of issue. So 129, I've got maybe 50 coins left, okay? I've got maybe 50 coins left is what we've done in the entire edition. Between this and our primetime show, that will 100% sell out today.
That's for sure.
Okay.
I wanted you to see these. Now, this is the 1993 Jefferson coin and currency set. And you've got, first off, it's a beautiful set that's been put together.
Well, first of all, you start off with the Thomas Jefferson. Look at this beautiful special silver dollar that you're going to have right here. Isn't that beautiful, that commemorative dollar that you're going to have? And then hang on. Thomas Jefferson right there, the Thomas Jefferson, the $2 bill.
That's my favorite.
That you're going to have. Isn't that spectacular? And of course you can see that from the reverse. I love the packaging. The special $2 note from with the John Trumbull painting of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. I have this on price break. So you've got the $2 bill. You've got the Jefferson, as you can see, the Jefferson silver dollar that's in there. Once again, these were made in 1993, but they include the 1994. They call it the 1993, but it's the 1994 Thomas Jefferson nickel. Now, here's the deal. This was a special nickel. This was, we have so many special finishes today in American coinage. We have the satin finish coins, and they do reverse proofs and all that. Before all of that, before they came out with this special finish, they did this matte finish on this nickel. This was like the granddaddy of them all. By 1995, they were doing the West Point minted Silver Eagle. So this nickel, this special satin finish nickel, only comes in this set.
Okay, wow.
That makes this not only the first basically special issue coin by the United States Mint, it also makes it the rarest Jefferson nickel ever done by the United States Mint because it's a 1994 satin finish Jefferson nickel. So we had this, and this has always been extraordinarily popular at $179. This is one of the products of the Palladium coin. And people are going, what do you mean, the Palladium coin? There is so much buzz, it has upended the coin industry, the Palladium coin that we're going to get to, that people are selling things at below market just to get money to get palladium.
Wow.
We were able to get these out of the blue. I haven't sold these in forever. And the last time I sold them was $179, okay? I was able to get like 125 of these. I mean, I never see more than a dozen of these at a time. And not only did I get them, but as you can see, I got them for basically 50 bucks less.
Yes.
And so I can take $50 off this Thomas Jefferson coin and currency set and understand, look at that, 156 left.
Right.
And this is from 1993. And so what you've got, if you got this nickel that's special only to this set that you're going to have right there. You've got the solid silver Jefferson commemorative dollar that you can see right there for the 250th anniversary of his birth that you're going to have. So that is incredible. Then you're going to have the special $2 bill that's going to come from the coin and currency set that tells you all of this. And here's the Thomas Jefferson $2 note. It tells you about the Thomas Jefferson uncirculated. Everything is in this. It's some of the greatest packaging right here. And this is the 1976 series that they saved for this right here. And there you're going to have Monticello right there, which is also right there. It's more famous here. And you can see, look at the beautiful toning that's on that nickel right there. That would bring, I think this particular one would bring a tremendous premium in the marketplace. So when we sell this at $179, and here it is, all in the original government packaging that you see right there with the certificate of authenticity, that's from the Mint, with the Mint seal on this. I've always sold this at $179, given the rarity of the Jefferson the Jefferson silver dollar. Good luck finding this for $100 or $125.
Wow.
The nickel, this nickel is easily $50 to $100 because it only comes in here. So if you're a Jefferson nickel collector, you have to have this coin. It's the matte finish Jefferson nickel that only comes out of this set. So it's tremendously valuable. And then it's followed up by all this incredible rich history of these special finish coins that that only come in specific sets. They started it with this particular set right here. So this is the granddaddy of all those sets as well. So for me to be able to get any quantity of these whatsoever, which I've not had in forever.
Right, we haven't had it on air since November of last year.
Since November of last year, and when we did it, it was $179.
That's right.
I don't believe I've ever sold this at $129.
Right.
Okay, and so not only did I get quantity, like I said, the Palladium coin has just been absolutely 100% disruptive in the coin market today. And this is, we have several items in the show that I have because of the Palladium coins.
Wow.
The 1881S silver dollar that's coming up. I have that because of the Palladium coins.
Wow.
That's exactly what has happened. So remember, you get the Jefferson silver dollar, the unique Jefferson nickel, the $2. Oh, just spectacular.
It really is.
All in the original government package.
Take advantage of that price break. You're saving $50 on that. You've got 3 flex to get it home. Oh, but you do have to be quick because we really don't have many of those remaining. Now, we're switching up because we've got another big set to share with you, but I wanted to just encourage you, if you don't have an HSN card yet, then you're missing out on a lot of really great benefits that you can have when you have the card. So if you want one, all you have to do is call us or go to hsn.com to apply. And when you're approved, you can take $10 off of the very first purchase that you make when you use that HSN card. And we would love to be able to get you signed up for that. We're getting set up for another big set. We actually have the complete proof Jefferson nickel set. It's 50 coins. 1968 to 2015, and it comes in this display box.
Isn't this incredible? And when you say complete proof, it's the complete S-Mint proof from 68 to 2015, more specifically.
Yeah.
Because they started making the proof Jefferson nickel at the San Francisco Mint in 1968. Okay, so that's why we're calling this complete S-Mint, S-proof Jefferson nickel. I mean, there's other Jefferson nickels. So We start in 1968. Now, these are not the regular issue coins, okay? These are the proof coins. So these only come out of United States government issue proof sets. So when I talk to you about, you know, hey, when I sell the big proof set deal, you know, the 50 years of proof sets, and I say, you know, you sell the coins individually for so much, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, that we get these coins all the way through here. So from 1968 all the way through right here, 2009, they did the special, this one's 2006, I'm sorry. They did the special Jefferson nickel, the 4-coin series. Because what they did is they changed the Jefferson nickel. So you can see right here, this is the way it looked from 1938 all the way through 2008. And then you have here, they did these 4 different Jefferson nickels, okay, the voyages of America. So this, you can see here, all the voyages across America to the ocean. Here's the Plains Indians, those 4. And then down here, and with this, I got to show you this. So that's the last of that year, okay, of the way that traditional Jefferson nickel. And then they did where they changed the obverse of the Jefferson nickel that you see right there.
Yes.
And so they changed him so he's facing forward now. Oh, sorry about that. He's facing forward now in the series is what it is. And then if you want to look right there, there's a different Jefferson that was only for these 2 coins right here. As you can see right there, the 2009. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So that was a 1-year only issue. That's why these coins alone can easily be $15 or $20, okay? Now, this is also extraordinarily, as you can see, I only have 100 of these. Comes with, and I'm going to close this up, the Red Oak presentation box.
How great
this is $49.95.
Oh my gosh.
So basically, you get these phenomenal proof-only Jefferson nickels, okay? And you're going to get 50 of them for what amounts to $1.99 a piece.
Unbelievable.
For $1.99 a piece. And if you look, you know, I've looked like in the nationally advertised catalog and all, when you look at just those 2008 Jefferson nickels.
Yes.
In proof, those are, let me take a look here. Remember, you're about $2 a piece. I have only about 100 of these to go around.
That's right.
The 2000 and, I'm sorry, those were the 2005s. I mean, you're looking at about $13 a coin for these coins right here. Those are like $13 a piece. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So that's like $50-something for those 4 coins.
Wow.
That does not belie the fact that what you've got is 50 airtight holders. Those are 59 cents a piece.
Oh my gosh.
So it's $30, so you have $79 in packaging. So you get 50 nickels, you're basically about $1 a piece. These are like 13 bucks a piece. Right. On average, they're gonna run about $6.50. I'm looking at these Jefferson nickels from 68 on. Yeah, they're gonna run there, you know, $3, $4, $6, $8. The 86 is $10.50, 7 1/4, you know what I'm saying, $6.75, $6.75. The cheapest one in this catalog looks like about $2.75. We're basically, when you count in the packaging, $1.
I mean, think about that. You're getting all of this. This is a customer pick on hsn.com. This again is another very limited quantity for us. But this is a beautiful set. Remember, it's the complete set from the San Francisco Mint of the proof.
From 68 to 2015. Now, I want one last thing in this last minute. Now, these are not the coins that come out of circuit. These are the proof coins. These only come out of United States government issue proof sets. Not a single one of these coins was ever made, intended, or released into circulation. The only way to get an S Jefferson Mint nickel from 68 to 2015 is out of a proof set. So each one of these coins you would have had to have spent $30 to get a proof set to get this set out of. And now that's why the other incredible part of this is you can see we have less than 100 with the Red Oak presentation box. That is such a huge deal that you get all, and they started making the San Francisco minted proof Jefferson in 68. So this is the first year of issue for the proof Jefferson nickel, 68, 69, 70, 71. And like I said, by the time you put in the packaging, the airtight holders, and all you have to do, if you want to grab a coin, just pop it out and look at that Beautiful
Look at
proof
that.
reverse,
Look at
right
that.
out of an official United States government issue proof set. Isn't that spectacular?
It really is. I mean, I wish we could spend more time on this, but as you can see,
just
our
don't have the
clock is
quantity.
gone, and we don't have the quantity for sure. You're getting everything that you see, including the case, and even when you close it, there's room down below if you wanted to put something there. We have those available for you. Please call us or go to hsn.com. We've got the Palladium Eagle coin coming up, and this is, I know that you want to hear the presentation. I encourage you, though, if this is something that's been on your radar, please do not wait. We have a few dozen of them available for you. We've got them in the show now, and Mike does have another primetime show later on this evening. So if you don't get it now, you might be hard pressed to jump in and get it later on then. So it's coming up in just a few moments. If you want to go ahead and reserve yours now, the item number is 640771. We do have that coming up. But we've got another big set for you. The 1986 to 1992 San Francisco Mint Proof Silver Eagle dollar coins. All individually boxed. Wow.
I figured, look, the United States government this year is the 50th anniversary of the San Francisco Mint making proof coins. Once again, it started in 1968. So a lot of the coins that we're doing, like that Jefferson nickel set, is all very, when you look at that, we're commemorative of that.
Okay.
So to commemorate that in 2018, the United States government did a San Francisco minted United States government proof eagle this year that we sell for like $100, I think, what is it, $199. I have it coming up certified, okay? $199.
Okay.
But the San Francisco Mint made proof Silver Eagles for the first 7 years of the Silver Eagle series. That's what this is. These are the original first 7 years of the proof Silver Eagle done at the San Francisco Mint. It has not been redone again until 2018. So they did them from 86 to 92, and then now again in 2018 for one time.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
But this is the old school. 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. At basically, and like I said, I sell the 2018, the brand new one. Okay? I sell the brand new one certified for $199. How about the originals for 99 bucks?
Wow.
In proof, 1986. Now here, I want to show you this.
Okay.
So look at this. This is called the puff, you know, because it's kind of puffy. But if you look at that, see the ring?
Yes.
That's created from this being closed for 35 years.
Oh my gosh.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because that's what's protected this coin for 35 years in this beautiful, they don't do these anymore.
I love it.
They come in these little kind of cheesy boxes.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they did really cool things. And then here's the original mint box as well, with the original mint certificate of authenticity, silver American Eagle, 1 ounce, right there, 1 ounce proof silver bullion coin the first 7 years. Now look at the quantity.
Oh my gosh.
Because what's happened with the brand new 2018 S-minted Silver Eagle, of course, early years are becoming hugely popular. So I was able to get about 4 dozen. I had about 50 of these, I think. So already several of these gone. I'm down to about 3 dozen of these. So remember, that's $6.99. That's for all 7 coins. I would be hard pressed, as a matter of fact, I could not sell you a 2018 ungraded for $99.95. I could not sell you the brand new 2018 for $99.95. But once again, and people are saying, well, how can you do this?
Yeah.
It's the same answer as everything right now. Palladium. Because people, it's the craziest thing. There's nothing I've seen. I've been doing this a long time. The Palladium coin right now, this proof Palladium coin that's out there in the marketplace, it's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Everybody, and I'll get to that when we start talking about that. I mean, people that have had relationships for literally decades and decades are reneging on deals that they promised people coins and didn't provide coins. That there's guys that say, I can't believe it, that they're holding me up for $5 or $6 or $7 or $8 or $900 a coin. This coin went up pretty dramatically. The Palladium basically went up $1,000. The coin went up $1,000 overnight. And so guys just said, well, I'm not delivering, but you promised me, and I'll explain how you get there. So what guys have to do to be able to pay the extra money is they look at their inventory. And so I was able to get these at way cheaper than what I normally am ever able to get these coins. And so that's how I can sell you coins that are literally a quarter of a century old, the first 7 years of proof. And these aren't the regular Eagles. These are the proof American Silver Eagles for less than I can sell you the current year of issue.
Oh my gosh.
In the really cheesy brand new mint box, which is just like a cardboard thing.
Right.
Okay. Now I have this beautiful, look at this beautiful velour packaging, and it's all in the kind of this regal purple. I mean, all the things that have been done. It is just truly spectacular, and these are original proof coins. Now remember, proof coins, these are not the mint state coins.
Okay.
Okay, this would be a little pricey for mint state coins, but these are the proof coins, and this is what I want to show you. This is the key to this. You see, you just pull that little tab and it pulls it out.
Yes.
There's that San Francisco mint.
Yeah.
So until this year, these were the only regular issue San Francisco mint proof silver eagles from 1986 to 1992. Then they did them a couple of years at Philadelphia, and then now, and subsequent to that, I think started in 95, they made them at the West Point Mint.
Okay.
Okay, so from 95, so for 25 years, basically, they've made them at the West Point Mint. These are the only ones that were made at the San Francisco Mint, and because they were proof, that's exactly what they did. And so you have these original coins. And I have these at a price of less than $100 a coin, simply because somebody had to sell me basically 50 of each one of these so that he could get his 8 Palladium coins or whatever it was.
Because they're trying to
out there in the
generate,
marketplace, because their customers said, I want the Palladium, I want the Palladium, I want the Palladium. They're going, well, this is what I got, so what can you send me cash for today? And so that's how we were able to do this. We kind of front wiring all this cash to be able to get this deal. I got this. I got the 1881. I bought an original bag of Morgan silver dollars because of this.
We've got those in this hour.
Those are coming in this hour. It's absolutely spectacular. I've not bought an original bag of Morgan silver dollars in 5 or 6 years. People are pulling stuff out of the vault to try to get these brand new coins.
This is exciting.
It is exciting. Like I said, that's why we have a 2-hour show this morning and a 2-hour show tonight.
Yeah, and we've got things like this set. We haven't had it on air since May. It's almost October. Think about, there's a lot of items that we're bringing back that we haven't seen in over a year. So when you hear these, I know that we do have to wrap up. I know our clock is gone. But if you want this set, as you're looking, and you get the complete collection as you see right there.
And I think we just have about 2 dozen of these left.
Is that how many we have?
Right around there, I would guess. About 2 dozen is all that we have left. I mean, I started with 50. I mean, I'm half sold out. I'm not even taking into account all the people on the phone. So once again, original proofs. Each one of these is an ounce of silver.
Yeah.
Okay? Each one of these is the first 7 years of the American Silver Eagle, proof Silver Eagle, in the original government packaging, with everything just like it was, for less than I can sell you the 2018 coin.
Wow.
It's just absolutely, positively spectacular, great opportunity for you right here, folks.
Set 613-554, that's the number to get that home. Now, if you're just joining us, welcome to HSN. I'm glad you're here, but you may have missed how we started the show. This is the 1986 Statue of Liberty 2-piece coin set. And in the original government packaging, you're getting everything that you see right there, including that certificate of authenticity. And it's been very popular. I think we were kind of counting down in terms of quantity of what we had. Oh my gosh, fewer than 200 of those.
I think we started like 350 or something like that.
Yeah, and that's just in the last few minutes of this hour. So we still have those. We still have them on FlexPay, and if you want them.
And remember, that's a silver dollar.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, $49.95. I can't sell you a 2018 bullion American Silver Eagle, basically. Plus, you have the commemorative $50 with that in the original government packaging. The nickels.
Unbelievable. Enjoy that. The nickels, okay. The complete proof Jefferson
basically
nickel
the first
set from
50
San Francisco.
years, the first 50 years, or first 50 coins from the San Francisco Mint in the Jefferson nickel series in the red oak presentation box for basically, count the packaging, about $1 a coin.
Oh my gosh. All right, that's been enormously popular as well. But now it's time to talk about Palladium. Okay, sit back. We're gonna give you the whole deal on this one.
Okay, first off, This coin, when we talk about palladium,
Beautiful.
isn't it gorgeous?
Yes.
Well, it's high relief too. I'm going to do something. I'm going to go right to the back of the coin.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Look, let me turn this eagle. Look at that eagle.
Definitely 3D.
Doesn't it look like it's jumping off the coin? They've done this in high relief and proof. Oh, great shot, guys.
Wow.
Look at that. It is just, I mean, that eagle comes to life. It is truly spectacular. Now, anytime you hear, well, you know, people know platinum. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, this is palladium. Okay, palladium is 10 times rarer than platinum. Okay, so you think platinum's rare, palladium's rare. Now, this is not platinum plated, or this is an ounce of pure palladium.
Wow.
An ounce of pure palladium.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
we
very
love.
dense. It's a dense
Yes.
metal. So let me talk about this. There is an addition here we have of 129. And as I explained last week, I've aired this one other time. This is, and we talked about this last week, this is my handshake price. And I'll explain to you why that's important. So when this coin came out, they did a palladium coin last year, which we sold, and we originally sold, I think, it was a bullion coin, okay, instead of a proof coin. And I think we started at $29.99.95, then we had to go to $39, then we had to go to $49. I think my final price on that was $5,400 or $5,500, something like that. I don't even have any of those right now. 15,000 was the mintage. But they sold them through bullion distributors, and since I'm a big dealer, I was able to get allocations. Out of the 15,000 coins, I got like, I think I had about almost 2,000 of the 15,000 coins.
My goodness.
Yeah, well, we're big dealers,
Yeah.
okay, with this. This coin didn't come out that way. This coin, because it is a presentation coin with the West Point Mint mark, and it's not a bullion coin, this coin came out directly from the United States Mint, and it came out one per household. Now, I'm a huge dealer. I spend literally tens of millions of dollars a year at the United States Mint so I had a special dispensation. They allowed me to get one coin, literally one coin. That was our allocation, was one coin, just like everybody else. So what this created was a situation where if I have to get 129, and that's in 70. That's perfect.
That's perfect.
Okay, I just had a submission that went in, you know, we had 25 coins, I got 8 70s. So those are grading at somewhere between 25 and 30%. So I had to buy 300 or 400 coins. I had to buy, actually, we own hundreds of coins to get to 129. Mm-hmm. I have to literally negotiate with hundreds of people, because it was one per household. Mm-hmm. And that's what's starting to happen. And so what we do is we talk to other dealers and said, okay, you know, you talk to everybody that you know, you can get me 10 coins, you can get me 20 coins, you can get me 30 coins, and then we aggregate enough coins together to be able to do this. Well, the problem is all these dealers that we have dealt with for years and years and years, we set a price so that we could set a price here. So we set our price ahead of time here, $39.99.95, based on what the cost was, based on the premium that we have to pay to aggregate and put all these coins together.
Okay.
That all went out the window. Like I said, I've done business with these people for decades on a handshake, and those handshakes were rescinded by about 90% of the people. 90% of the people I've done business with, literally millions of dollars worth of business, said, we simply won't provide the coins to you at that price. You have to pay more. So at the end of the day, because we'd set our price and we'd set our addition, we paid the extra money. But what I didn't want to do is raise our price. This was our original price, $39.99.95. This was my handshake price with you. When I sold it last week, it was $39.99.95. We had 120, I didn't even have 129 last week. We finally filled the edition, even though I paid literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars more per coin to fill this edition. Okay? Mm-hmm. I filled my edition and my responsibility at $39.99.95. I have all 129 coins to fill the edition. Now, I sold it last week for the first time. How many coins do we have left in this?
We have 58 left.
I have 58 left out of the 129.
Wow.
I have 58 left out of the 129. So we're over half sold from last week. Now, if you go out there you go, there's 58 coins left. Now, this is our first day of issue. The other thing is not only, and from last week when I sold this coin to this week, the price of the ungraded, uncertified coins, remember you need 3 coins to make one, has gone up anywhere between about $100 and $300 additionally.
Oh my goodness.
From last week to this week, okay? From last week to this week has gone up between $100 and $300. My price has gone up not a single penny. I will hold it for all 129 coins that are in this edition. So you can see we've sold at 58 coins. We've sold, what is that? We've sold 71 coins. We've sold 71 coins at my original handshake price.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. So now let's talk about the coin just for a minute, and then I'll get back to our trials and travails of trying to put these together.
Okay.
The coin itself, first of all, 1 ounce pure palladium. The government has done this only one other time in the past, last year, and of course that is one of the best coins in the marketplace today. But those came out in big quantities. These literally went out as what we call singletons, at a single coin at a time. Just absolutely, positively stunning and gorgeous pure palladium. You may recognize that design, okay? You may recognize that design, okay? And see this right here, people are going, is that the mint mark? That's not the mint mark.
Oh, it isn't?
That's the initials of the designer, Adolf Weinman. See the AW?
Yeah, yes.
There's the mint mark.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, okay? Because Adolf Weinman designed this coin when he designed the Mercury dime in 1916. That's what this design is. This is the original Mercury dime that you're going to have right here, except it's done instead of a dime. I've always considered it to be one of America's most beautiful coins. But it's always this tiny little dime that's usually worn out. Instead, you've got it now in high relief in solid palladium. Look at that, Lady Liberty, as you can see right there. And see that right there, people are going, what is that? That is because of the relief of the coin, that's her nose 3 times reflecting in the plastic that holds the coin, see that? See that? You can see it's almost like a triple relief because it is such an incredibly high relief coin. So, you've seen the Mercury dime. What you have not seen is the reverse of the coin, okay? You may have seen, well, that eagle looks familiar, and indeed it does, because there is a similar eagle to this. Sorry, I'm gonna get that in a great, oh, look at that right there. Beautiful. There's a similar eagle to this that's on the back of the Walking Liberty half dollar, also designed by Adolf Weinman.
Okay.
It's one of the most beautiful silver coins ever made by the United States government. This was in essence, they had to choose. He had to do several different designs, sculptures. They had to do sculptures to do these. They did not use this in 1916 to create the Walking Liberty half dollar. Instead, this went into the archives of the United States Mint and was pulled out for this coin.
Wow.
So
this is the first time that's being used.
Yes, it's on the Palladium coins, as you can see right there. And as you can see, that is the olive branch of peace, which the eagle's ripping an olive branch off of peace to carry around in his talons, as you can see right there. And look at that. And the wings on that are almost angelic, if you look at that. And that was his intention when he designed these. So if you look at these old kind of Victorian representations of angels, those are the types of wings that they had, as you can see. And so he put those representatively on the United States, on the American eagle, on the American bald eagle that you can see right there. Very stylized is what that is. And so I love that in terms of that. And then just the way they were able to make that coin, look at the relief on that coin. It's spectacular, done once again in pure solid palladium. Now, the government made 15,000 of these coins. That's it. Sold them to 15,000 different households. So we had to aggregate them and put them together. The problem with that is not all of them are going to grade 70. The problem is putting all those together. The problem is of course, these things, in essence, from their original government issue, and you have to understand, it's an ounce of palladium, so it is expensive to start with. Palladium is naturally occurring in the Earth's crust about 10,000 times rarer than gold. As mined, as it comes out of the Earth, about 30 times rarer than gold. Wow. This coin represents about 10% of all the palladium mined on Earth this year.
My goodness.
Now, palladium has got industrial uses. It's used in catalytic converters. It's used in lots of things, just like platinum is. It's one of those metals. It's platinum, palladium, iridium. All of those coins are all part of this family, this platinum family. And so to be able to get that coin, so it is an extremely rare intrinsic metal to start with. Now add in 15,000. Now I want to go back to how disruptive this coin has been. Literally people out there that have done business for decades, and I talked to a guy, he's one of the biggest dealers on the planet. I mean, and I've known him for forever and ever and ever. And he's like, he says, I could sell you, 200 NGC coins, okay, and we have a couple of them. Well, as it turned out, he couldn't sell me 200 NGC coins. He couldn't sell me 100 NGC coins. He couldn't sell me 50 NGC, because everybody reneged on him. He says, I've never seen anything like it. He says, it is the craziest thing. Guys that I have done literally millions of dollars worth of business in the last couple years said, no, are holding me up for $100 a coin, $75 a coin, $125, $200 a coin, $300 a coin. And so I call and say, okay, I'll give you the extra 75. Then I get a phone call 15 minutes later. It went up another $50. You got to give me another $50. He says, I just committed to the coins. And so what happens is it has been completely and utterly, totally disruptive because everybody wants this coin. And what they did is you budgeted in at X amount for an uncertified, ungraded coin, and then all of a sudden when that goes up $300 or $500 or $800 a coin, you have to, in essence, come up with the extra money, particularly if you need, I mean, we've spent literally millions of dollars buying these coins. Well, not everybody has access to, lines of credit in the millions of dollars, so they have to sell inventory. And so that's how I got that San Francisco S-Minute Eagle deal that we got right there. That's how I got the 81S Morgan Silver Dollars coming out. Now, when you look at this first day of issue, if you look at, let's say, NGC or PCGS first day of issue, you're not touching that coin for $39.99.95. Okay? I think the PCs are about, I saw anywhere between 5,000 and 8,000, something like that. The NGCs, I don't even know if there's any of them left. I mean, the last ones I saw trading were 4,400 or something like that. But that's a long gone conclusion. As you can see, each one of these individually numbered. These are exclusive to us, guaranteed lowest price. This is your way to get your palladium that you have right here, yeah. And what's happening is we have lots of people coming in on this, okay, as you can see. 58 is all that remain in the entire edition, folks, in the entire edition. This has been one of the most incredible coins that the United States government has ever released, this coin. It is the hottest coin in the marketplace today, bar none. Absolutely, positively, bar none. This is the lowest first day of issue price of any Palladium Eagle, I think, that's out there in the marketplace. Once again, it's my handshake price. This is the price I agreed to. This is the price I guaranteed. Yeah. Okay. This is the price that I guaranteed when we started. We were getting ready for this coin a month or 6 weeks ago. Okay. I'm holding my price for this and only for this. So that's absolutely crucial for you to understand what your opportunity is on this. In this first day of issue, that's 100% exclusive to us.
And remember, fewer than 5 dozen. Fewer than 5 dozen is all we have.
Is all that we have left with this incredible coin. And like I said, I can't explain to you just how incredibly disruptive this coin is in the marketplace today.
How long has it been, or do you remember the last time a coin really garnered this much
I've been
anxiety?
Around, I've been around with a lot of coins that have gotten crazy. Yeah. The first the first big one is like the 2006 Silver Buffalo dollar, which came out at $50 and went to $300, kind of just like this today. That's a $1,000, $1,200 coin. Wow. Okay. And I remember that, but still there were guys who committed to coins and delivered coins and so on and so forth. Last year, even the Palladium coins from last year. Now, last year's coins, of course, weren't proof. Right. Okay. By the way, this sold out from the United States Mint in. The government says 5 minutes. I can tell you, if you weren't online to get this within 30 seconds, you were shut out on this coin. Yeah. So, I mean, it sold out in less than a minute. So, I mean, that's uncertified and ungraded. Like I said, the coins are not grading all that well, as a matter of fact, at this point. So this represents 500 coins, which represents the better part of 5%, almost 5% of the entire mintage. So this represents, 1 in 20 of every single coin available in the marketplace is represented by this coin right here. So I've seen a lot of craziness happen in the coin market, but nothing that has been quite as disruptive as the Palladium coin that you see right here, particularly in first day of issue. Okay. Particularly in the first day of issue. And here's the thing I can tell you. Based on the sales from last week, I've only aired this one other time, okay? And like I said, I didn't even have the full complement of coins. I went out there and we literally spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars more per coin. I held my price. Like I said, this is my handshake price at $39.99.95. This will sell out today. We have the big primetime show from 8 to 10 tonight. For sure. So that is this will absolutely sell out tonight. And then, since everybody, this is the wholesale price at $39.99.95. $1.5. You can't get this anywhere else. Then the secondary market takes over on that.
That's right.
And that's where you start to get this. And look at this.
That's where the
absolutely
price is-
beautiful. The front, the
sure.
reverse, and the front of this coin. It is something you absolutely, positively, 100% must add to your collection. It's the hottest coin I've seen in probably 20 years.
Oh my goodness.
Somewhere right around in there. And it's been even more disruptive than any of those other coins. I mean, we're looking at like the 10th anniversary American Silver Eagle, 20th anniversary American Silver Eagle, all of those things. Okay.
Wow. And yeah, and you've got it. I mean, this is your opportunity.
And first day of issue, certified perfect.
Certified perfect, because it is a 70, proof 70. This is your opportunity to get it. We would love to be able to send it to you. And we'll only have a few dozen of them remaining. And when they're gone, I mean, you know what happens once the price is out there. It starts to climb. So it's 640771. We will remind you of this as we move throughout the hour, but join those of you who've already picked this up. Now, we can't air everything because it would probably take us days to do so, but we do have a lot of inventory, a lot of coins on hsn.com that you don't typically see on air. You can always shop 24/7, and you can always shop there, and anything new, anything that's available that Mike brings, you will see it there first. All right, we're gonna give you a chance to order your Palladium coin. We're gonna take a break and come back for more.
Are you ready? Shop like a VIP with the HSN credit card. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Our Happy Place cleaning products are made with plant-based ingredients, which means less chemicals in your house, which will make it a happy place. People think, can it work well?
And it does. We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.
There's a lot of great benefits to cleaning with our Happy Place products.
If we can get your home clean, that's what makes your home a happy place.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
You're watching HSN. We've got 2 amazing hours of coins for you. And I do recognize that many of you are calling in for the Palladium coin that we just featured. Continue to place your orders there, knowing that we are very limited in that quantity. But we are gonna move on to something else that's exciting. We haven't given you any sneak peeks of this because it's brand new to us. It's the 1881 San Francisco Mint uncirculated Morgan silver dollar. We alluded to this a little bit earlier in the show.
Excuse me, I'm all choked up here. Here's what happened. Because of this Palladium, someone has, and they've been sitting on this for, I think since probably the early 70s. Well, the government used to be able to buy bags of silver dollars in the 60s. Directly from the United States government. 1,000 coins in a bag, all fresh, uncirculated, beautiful, brilliant coins, okay? And I bought a fresh bag of 1881 S-Mint Morgan silver dollars. So these are gonna run, as I'm looking at this coin, this is gonna run like probably mint state 63.
Okay.
It is an original bag. As you can see, there's the San Francisco Mint. Look at this coin. Look at the luster. This is 1881. Wow. 1881. San Francisco minted Morgan silver dollar for $99.95. Okay, look at this coin. I mean, it's just truly, utterly, amazingly. And I know it looks like it was made like yesterday. This is an original, just like it came off the mint, 1881 Morgan silver dollar from the San Francisco Mint. There was a bag of 1,000, okay? There was a bag of 1,000. We went through the bag, we opened up the bag, and we took basically the 700 best coins. There's 300 coins that were really what we call baggy, have lots and lots and lots of these bag marks, because you know, they sat in a bag and the coins kind of hit each other for all these years. And some of them had a bunch of big bag marks like on the cheeks, so we pulled those coins out. So we ended up with 700 beautiful, fresh, Mint State 62, Mint State 63, Mint State 64 coins out of this bag as a one-time deal. Like I said, this guy's probably had this bag for, you know, 40 years and sold it to get Palladium coins, which I get.
Yeah.
I mean, I sold a bunch of stuff to get Palladium coins, okay? But when I have something like this come across my desk and say a bag of 81S's, fresh bag, original bag of 81S's, and there used to be lots and lots and lots of these original bags around. But people would buy them, open them up, have them all certified. So when we did this, I said, I'll tell you what, I want to have an original bag. I want to open it up. I want to make these coins available as raw coins to everybody out there. And that's exactly what you're looking at. Look at this spectacular coin that you're going to have here. Now, I look like a national advertised catalog, the big catalog that I use, in uncirculated Mint State 60, and these will all be better than Mint State 60. Then Mint State 60, I looked at those coins and they're like $139.95. These coins are all far superior in quality.
Wow. Far
superior in quality. Mint State 63 certified coins in the 81S, I think, are like $179, something like that. We're $99. Now, this is a one-time, so this is an irreplaceable deal because it's only the coins out of this bag, in essence, is ultimately what it came down to. And so we're going to do this this evening. We're going to do it in the primetime show tonight. This could likely be a one-day opportunity, is my guess, to be able to do this. So if you go back and look, what was going on in 1881 in San Francisco? You understand? So it's like 16 years, 16 years after the end of the Civil War, okay? You're basically, the silver in this is basically Gold Rush silver, okay, or Comstock Lode silver that came out of Nevada, okay, because it was made at the San Francisco Mint.
Yes.
So you're not that far removed from the California Gold Rush. You're 20 years past the Gold Rush.
My goodness.
San Francisco, 1881. Thise coins are original. And see how I turn these coins? And the reason I'm doing that, okay, the reason I'm doing that is you see the luster. See when I turn this coin, see when a coin is struck, when you take a planchet, which is an unstruck coin, and you strike the coin, the pressure from the die kind of flows the metal into the voids of the die to create the design, okay, to create the device of the coin is what we call. And it creates what are called flow lines. These flow lines, you know, as the silver flows into the die, reflect light in a very specific way, and that's called luster. And it is respondent to light, so it looks like the spokes of a wheel. So I'm doing this. See, so as I turn this, see how it looks like the spokes of a wheel that spin around the coin?
Yes.
Okay, that means that it is original luster. You can shine a coin all you want, but that luster will disappear and you won't get that spoke effect. It'll be shiny, but it won't have that luster. And so when I'm doing this, I'm showing experienced coin people that this has got 100% original luster to the coin, just like the day it was struck in San Francisco in 1881. Okay, and you're getting it out of one of those original bags in 1881, and you're getting one of those coins that you're going to see right here as a one-time opportunity. Like I said, I'm trying to remember the last time I was able to get an original bag. It's probably been 5 years or so. They usually sell for huge premiums, which is why we generally don't get them. I'd have to sell this coin for $139 or $149 or $159, you know. But because, once again, of the Palladium, the guy had to have cash.
He's willing to make
had
a
to
deal.
have cash, had to make a deal. And so, you know, we were able to wire money. So, okay, I can get my Palladiums. And so, but we were able to get these coins on a one-time only basis. Now, once I sell through this quantity of coins, unfortunately, I just can't get these again. You know, I mean, you know, these are going very, very, very quickly is what's happening. And I would expect that to be the case when you have a one-time opportunity in terms of availability, in terms of a brand new fresh bag of coins.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I want to just take a look at this right here. So here is, this is, like I said, big nationally advertised catalog. 81S, their mint state 60 is $130. Okay, their mint state 60 is 100. Now, uncirculated starts at 60, and it goes from 60 to 70.
Okay.
There are no 70s.
Oh, I'm sure after 1881.
The 1881S, I do have a mint state 69. It's $110,000.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I have $110,000. I've offered it here at HSN before. I've had it for years in the 81S. But then even mint state 65, you're looking at $600, $700, $800. These coins are going to be 62s, 63s, even some 64s in there. We didn't pre-grade these. I didn't pull any coins out. I did pull coins out, but they were the real baggy coins. Those would have been, I pulled out the $130 coins, okay, and didn't offer you the $130 coins, okay? So what I did is now I'm offering you these other coins here, $99.95. Folks, a really unique opportunity to own an original American classic 1881 San Francisco minted Morgans. Love them.
Okay, I know we do have to move. These are 642-241. That's the number on that. Okay, the Palladium, 50 remaining. 50 remaining
50.
and counting. And I just want to remind you, we've got another full hour of coins this morning, right now. And then Mike has 2 more hours later on this evening. It's going to be during a primetime show. What time is that show starting?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. So if we're at 50 now, I don't know where they're going to be tonight when the show starts at 8 p.m. So if
I suspect that if we have any left, it'll be in the 20s or 30s.
Very likely, and then those will fly.
And they will 100% sell out.
Yes.
And then once they sell out, then the secondary market takes over, because this is the wholesale price. This is my handshake price.
Right.
You know, like I said, I sold these last week. They've gone up like $200 to $300 a coin from last week.
My gosh. And you
wholesale,
know,
I mean, that's ungraded coins.
For sure. And secondary market is code for costs more.
Costs more, yeah, correct.
And they really will. If you want them, if you've had your eye on them, if you've been hearing about them, and you were waiting to get them here at HSN, then don't wait to reserve yours. It's 640-771. Go ahead and write that item number down, and you can call us, or if you want to shop online, you can definitely do that on hsn.com. We are going to move on. We've got the 2016 Mint State 69. These are the Silver Eagle complete mint sets from Philadelphia, San Francisco, and the West Point mints.
Okay, these are the secret American Silver Eagles. This is a big deal.
I always like this set.
Okay, the United States government, after 2009, demand for American Silver Eagles skyrocketed. It went crazy. It was out of control. It was just insane. It was just absolutely positively insane. Okay. And so the government needed help, and they made them in San Francisco in addition to West Point in 2011, 12, like 13, 14. 11, 12, 13, 14. Those bring extra money. Then the United States government, said they stopped making extra coins. Okay, they stopped making these extra supplemental minted coins. Well, as the coins were going to the grading companies, the graders were looking at them, and they look at these coins, it's like they're kids. They can tell the difference between twins, right? And they go, there's something slightly different in some of these coins. So an enterprising journalist wrote the United States Mint, and this is a copy of the letter. And it says, this is in your, and this is the Mint's answer. This is in response to your February 6th Freedom of Information Act request for the number of American Silver Bullion Eagles dated 2014, 15, 16, 17 by the United States Mint facilities in West Point, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. You also requested serial numbers of the boxes of those sets as well. That information is enclosed. So the United States government, well, they told everybody they were making these special coins at San Francisco, like I said, 11 through 14. They started making them secretly in 2015. And now the 2015 Silver Eagle, they only made it at Philadelphia Mint. That coin, I think we sell for $599. But they made them in 2016. And there's the regular W minted coin right there, West Point minted coin from 2016. This is the 30th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle, by the way. And so this coin, $69.95, is an amazing price. I'm going to include the special Philadelphia and San Francisco minted. As you can see right here, these are parenthetical. We had to have the original government box with the original government seal, with the original government serial number on it, and it had to match all of the information once you get inside the box. So once you get inside a box, what happens is those are all the rolls that go in there, and then they have an additional sticker with a number that matches the serial number on the outside. Those had to be opened by the grading company. In other words, for these coins to be graded and certified that they come from the San Francisco or the West Point Mint. Here's the serial number of the box right here, which was provided by the United States Mint. This is the only way to get these. Now, I'm going to sell you the Mint State 70 set.
Okay.
Which is impossible to get at the top of the next hour.
Okay.
Okay? At the top of the next hour for $799.
Oh my
which is a customer pick, and you can't find that for $799 anywhere.
Wow.
To be able to get these secret silver eagles. Now, in the pantheon of the American silver eagle, the rarest American silver eagle, 1996. They made 3.5 million. They made 1 million of this coin and 1 million of this coin, rarer than anything else out there, and you're getting them for basically the same price as a regular. That's not $199 a piece.
No.
That is the 3